I heard that some of you are going through some relationship issues, and I figured I'd help you get past that dry spell. Why don't you grab your lover and have them look at this?
Ooh, you like that? What about this? Yeah, you like that. What about both at the same time? You're welcome.
1970 Dodge Challenger RT. And continuing the theme of the introduction, why don't we dive in a little deeper? You think this monster's got some little ass 383? Nah, 440 cubic inch V8, and I was definitely joking about the 383 Mopar fans. I love that engine. Please do not string me up by my ding dong. Since this 440 is of the 4-barrel variety, it has a compression ratio of 9.7 to 1, and it was rated 375 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. Let's take a look inside, since I have a little surprise that I think all of you will enjoy. Yes, that's a 4-speed manual in a Challenger RT. I can hear the collective Mopar fans simultaneously busting nuts from here.
Wait, did he say 4-speed?
Out back, you're looking at a set of 410 gears, so getting this car off the line might be a challenge.
Dear Cars and Zebras, regarding your most recent pun, you.
This Challenger is heavy. With driver, we're talking 3,935 pounds. I guess someone better throw Shamu back in the ocean. Am I right? This is a rare car. About 20,000 RTs were produced in 1970, but if you break that down into those with a 440 and a 4-speed, that was only 916. Hot Rod Magazine tested one of these cars in November of 1969. It had the same engine, but instead an automatic transmission and a set of 355 rear gears. It was still able to run the quarter mile in 14.54 seconds at 98 miles per hour. And if you think this Challenger is going to be that slow, well, you're definitely wrong. I cannot wait to see the abundance of comments saying,
"That car's not stock, man."
1969 Chevrolet Corvette. And Corvettes have a stereotype that they're only owned by men going through a midlife crisis. And you know what I say to that? At least it's not a Miata? I don't know. This thing is hiding a giant secret under that lid. Kind of like a gas station toilet. Yes, 427 cubic inch V8, specifically an L36. It had a compression ratio of 10.25 to 1, and it was rated 390 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. You pair that up with some side pipes, and this is what you get. That should be the soundtrack for an adult film.
Looks like you could use some new pipe.
Yeah, I think so.
And looky there, this car is also a 4-speed manual just like the Challenger, so I guess we'll see who can yank faster. Out back is a set of 370 rear gears, so that's somewhat modest, unlike this car's Tinder profile. Let's see what we got here. I can only drive 68 miles per hour, because at 69 I blow a nut? This Corvette isn't as light as you think. With driver, it weighed in at 3,700 pounds. So I guess this car should look into Nutrisystem. Am I right, my guys?
Hot dogs, pizza, you could even bite into a live cow if you want. Dan Marino likes it and he used to throw footballs. Nutrisystem.
It's hard to say how many of these cars were produced since GM really didn't track that stuff all that closely, but I mean, there were just over 4,300 with side pipes, so there's that. I mean, all right. Car and Driver Magazine tested a 68 Corvette with a 400 horsepower 427, but it had the same 4-speed manual and 370 rear gears. It ran the quarter mile in 14.1 seconds at 102 miles per hour. Of course, this car is going to probably run a little bit quicker, and if you haven't reviewed the rules in the video description box, you. Regardless of how quick this car is, I guess we'll just have to see if it's up to the challenge of beating the Dodge.
Dear Cars and Zebras, go f*** yourself.
Next up, Berlin Elliott out of 96 on Chevrolet in the left lane. Oh no, got a red light out of the Corvette, so the win is going to go to the out of Freeland. Red light out of the Corvette, so the win is going to go to the Mopar.
The Corvette got a red light, giving the automatic win to the Challenger, who ran a very impressive 13.20 seconds at 109.79 miles per hour. And in the other lane, the Corvette also looked good, running 13.23 seconds at 107.42 miles per hour. If it weren't for that red light, this race definitely could have gone either way, so let's check out that second round.
Sharon Maher out of Freeland, Michigan, 70 Challenger, RT 444 speed, going up against Berlin Elliott out of Kingston, Tennessee, 69, 396 Corvette, 14 cars. The Corvette 1304 to a losing 1306. The Corvette 1304 to a losing 1306.
And in the second round, both cars ran quite a bit quicker, but still a very close race, with the Corvette punching back this time and taking home the win, running 13.04 seconds at 106.69 miles per hour. And in the other lane, the Challenger ran 13.06 at 108.51. And with this best of three matchup tied 1-all, let's check out that final round.
1328 at 105. Out of Tennessee, 1969, 396 Corvette, 14 cars. First with the Corvette, 1354 at 104.
And in the final round, the Challenger had some issues off the line, allowing a rather easy win for the Corvette, who ran 13.54 seconds at 103.69 miles per hour. Meanwhile, even with the launch issues, the Challenger was still able to run 13.88 seconds at 110.70 miles per hour. And with that, the Corvette takes home the best of three title. A huge thanks to both of the owners for bringing out these cars. It was absolutely awesome seeing them on the drag strip. I'll catch you guys at the next one.
Dear Cars and Zebras, go f*** yourself.